This TFMR podcast is brought to you by your friends at JM Bullion. Visit jmbullion.com for all your gold and silver bullion needs. Hello again from TF Metals Report. This is Craig Hemke, owner and founder of TF Metals Report. These are your podcast highlights for the week of November the 1st. Again, a daily summary podcast is something you get every afternoon U.S. time, as well as a post every morning. Get a lot of information at TF Metals Report. We are your eyes and ears to the world, keeping you abreast of the global economic situation, geopolitics, all that kind of stuff you got to follow if you're going to follow gold. Great overall community as well. Join us at tfmetalsreport.com. You'll find information on just your 50-cent per day subscription. We began the week on Monday, November the 1st, discussing a number of things. One of them, the dollar index, which we call the POSX. You can figure that one out on your own. It's been in a very clearly defined up channel ever since the Fed meeting of June the 16th. Another Fed meeting looming here for the first week in November. It was a topic of discussion back on Monday the 1st. Take a look at the dollar index first. Again, this channel, perfect. I love this channel. I've never seen anybody else draw it, so maybe that's why I like it so much, but it's clearly the accurate channel. Stretching back, begins on Wednesday, June the 16th with the June FOMC, the rally that finished 2 days later on Friday, June the 18th, and then that channel going forward. It's perfect. Look at where we bounced in the dollar index on Thursday, briefly trading below the 50-day and then bouncing from it on Friday. Now, 94 is an important level, and we tried to get above there Friday and hold it today and couldn't do it. And like I said, we're back down below 93.90. That's a level we'll want to watch above 94. Then we're talking 94.50, maybe even 95. As long as we stay below 94, there's a chance we can come back down to 93.50 in the 50-day and then maybe even fall below. Many answers to these questions will be provided by Chief Goon Powell on Wednesday. With that FOMC decision looming for Wednesday, there was certainly no shortage of things to discuss on Tuesday the 2nd. One of those things we looked at was the daily chart of Comex gold, so we get our bearings ahead of what was going to be a very volatile week to come. Here's what we discussed back on Tuesday. All right, ahead of tomorrow, here are your gold and silver daily charts. Again, gold double bottoming in March and then rallying from 1680 to 1920. Double bottoming again in August and September, but now only rallying from 1720 to not even 1820. So let's start with the bright side. We are riding the line, the downtrend line that begins back there on the 1st of June and perfectly connects to the chlamydia highs the BLSBS highs on August the 3rd. And again, the most recent little high that we had back in early to mid-October. Now we're above that line and now riding it, 7-8 days in a row for support. We're also, in that same time period, above the 50-day moving average and also holding it as support. As you can see right now, it's about 1782 on the downside. Well, we kind of made a higher high versus that high in August, but we still need to get above 1836. And frankly, we aren't even allowed to hold above the 200-day. As you know, with the way the banks have been issuing open interest every time we get anywhere near there. So we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow in the reaction. Definitely support at 1780 and the 50-day moving average. Chart support at 1780, you know about that, how that has been a key number for about the last year and a half. But then the 50-day as well. A breakdown through there and a breakdown through 1760, that would be bad. A break up through the 200-day and a rally through 1820 would be good. And here we are smack dab in the middle around 1790. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. By the time we recorded Wednesday's podcast, the Fed lines were out. Powell had his press conference, and we watched a rally begin to develop in Comex gold. Always important to watch the bond market, the dollar index, see how they respond to Powell. Well, look what happened here. Not only were gold and silver rallying, but the mining shares seem to be leading the way. So we discussed the GDX and the GDXJ on Wednesday, November 3rd. Take a look. I told you, big, green, and bullish engulfing candles are today, reversal candles. GDX falling below, opening well below the 50-day moving average down at 30.96 and rallying all day, finishing up 31.86 and back above the 50-day. Will it come up and at least try to close this gap from back on last Friday up toward 32.50? Sure looks like it. And look at the GDXJ. Like I said, not even getting to its 50-day today. Full-on bullish reversal candle again. Will it go up and close its gap up here around 44.50? Sure looks like it. And then we'll just see from there. Because if the shares now can make a higher high versus 2 weeks ago, that'd be pretty compelling. The Comex digital metals began to play along then on Thursday, November the 4th, with a very solid rally in both Comex gold and Comex silver. Sets us up for a very interesting end of the week. But before we could get there, in the jobs report and everything else on Friday, we had to get through Thursday. Thursday, like I said, a great day. So we took another look at the Comex gold chart with it moving back above its 50-day and 100-day and 200-day moving averages. Very solid day in Comex gold. Finally, to gold and silver, you can see the action today. Once again, gold pivoting from 1760 and getting back above its 50-day moving average, which is at 1781. But, like I said, once again, getting capped and driven back down below its 200-day, which today was 1796.40. Tomorrow will be about right at 1796. And like I said, as I speak, we're 1794. Any close tomorrow above that 200-day and with an 18 handle would mean we'd be above the 50-week moving average, and that would be psychologically important to finish the week with an 18 handle. So we'll see. Again, I'm not overly optimistic just because it's a BLSBS Friday and because of what the banks have done to us the last 2 Fridays, adding all that open interest to cap price and drive it backward. But I'm not totally pessimistic either. So we'll wait to see what happens. And on Friday, we did indeed get that follow-through following the latest U.S. jobs report. And in fact, the bond market is soaring again with the 10-year note yield falling 7 basis points to 145. Speculation is rampant now that perhaps Chairman Powell is going to be replaced with Lael Brainerd. Both were seen at the White House yesterday. A lot going on in the world, man. I tell you, you get that news in the weeks to come, and this little breakout in gold is going to have legs. It looks to have legs anyway, finishing the week not only above the 200-day moving average, but also above the 50-week moving average. Both of those are important. We've got an 18 handle. That's important as well. But we're also going to finish higher than that intraday high from 2 weeks ago today. All very positive signs. Gold now is going to set its sights on 1836. Any move above there, daily close above there, and the generalists and all the technicians are going to start to get excited, and we could begin to accelerate on the upside on a clear breakout and a higher high. So it's going to be a fun week next week. We invite you to join us at TF Metals Report. If you've been a member in the past or have never been a member, this is the time to do it. The link to the subscription page, a little video there telling you all about what we do, is right here on this podcast page. Please check us out. It is just 50 cents a day. You can join for just 1 month if you want. You'll only be out $15, but I guarantee you will get more than $15 worth of value out of it. Again, tfmetalsreport.com/subscribe. And come check us out, will you? And we'll talk to you again next Friday with another one of these TF Metals Report podcast highlights.